there, fellow YouTubers, Mark here, and today we're here in Vicenza, Italy, and today what I want to talk about are some of the common intros you actually do see on YouTube videos. We're going to look at the pros and the cons for some of the more popular styles that you do see, okay? Now, the first one I want to talk about, and one that's very popular with travel vloggers, is the our story or my story intro. This is where they give you the background. Oh, we sold everything to travel the world, or we sold everything to bring our family to see all these things. And basically they give their kind of backstory about what they're trying to do. We're trying to get to 100 countries in 100 days or something like that. Now, what's cool about that is it actually helps the audience connect with you. They know what you're doing, what you're going for. They get a sense of your history and kind of stuff like that. And for incoming audience, first-time viewers, it's really great because they're like, hey, now I understand what these people are doing. And if you look at your YouTube analytics, most likely your non-subscribers are your biggest viewers. So that way it's really cool. But the problem is when you do that my story kind of thing, if you do it again and again and again, by the third video, people are kind of tired of hearing your story. And then think about it, if you're telling that same intro for a year or two, they're like, okay, yeah, you sold your stuff like 5 years ago. Okay, now obviously you're making money some other way. So tell us what's really going on so it can actually turn against your longer watching audiences. So do have a heads up for that. Now, the second intro I see, and I see this a lot with shows like SciShow and stuff like that, is they'll do the hook. And this is one that a lot of other, YouTube help channels will tell you to do. And what the hook is they kind of give away the ending. Like, if I'm making something, I'm going to show you the thing I'm making at the beginning, and then you're going to watch to see how I do all of it, okay? Now, the hook can be really good because it gives people a reason to keep watching. Oh, how do they get there? But it also gives them a little kind of preview. Oh, now what I see I'm going to get. So in that way, it's kind of cool. It also gives people kind of the payoff at the end if they don't want to stay all the way, which actually could be a detriment to your view time. If they're like, well, I already see what they're going to do and I get halfway through, I know where it's going to end and we'll be there. So you do want to be careful with that, because if you have kind of like repeating styles of videos, your normal viewers, your subscribers, they'll probably see that and they'll know that, oh, he does the payoff at the beginning and then we've got 6 minutes of him blah, blah, blahing. And then we got the last 6 minutes that's actually working on the stuff. And so you'll see it, and you can actually look on your audience retention graph. It'll show that they watch the beginning and then they skip to the 6 minute mark, okay, or 5 minute mark with your subscriber things when you check all those things out, because they're like, look, you're wasting our time, let's get to the point. So do be careful with the hook one as well. However, I will say is the hook one is the most recommended in terms of getting people to stay longer in terms of watch time. Next up is my most annoying intro that I do see. It's called the begging intro. You know this one, you see it a lot on very highly competitive channels, like if you're talking about Star Wars or sports stuff or Marvel or things like that, you'll get this. Hey, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the bell, hit that like button, make sure you share this. And so what you're doing is just basically begging people to do something. But the problem is you actually haven't given them a reason to subscribe. You haven't given them a reason to like. You haven't given them a reason to share. Now, it's good for your returning subscribers, because returning subscribers and viewers sometimes forget to hit the like bell and stuff like that. So in that way, oh, right, I'll hit that like button. But the thing is if you're spending 30, 40, 50 seconds telling people to like, share, subscribe, why we're so great, don't forget about our free giveaway. Well, how many of you like to watch a minute-long intro to watch a 4-minute-long video? That's where your issues come if you're wasting too much time. And that's actually a thing when you look at any intro. You don't want to waste too much time, because they're on the internet. They don't like your video. You're not getting to the point soon enough. Boom, we'll just click on another video and watch something else. Because believe me, there are other videos that talk about the exact same thing that you're talking about. I mean, honestly, look over in the video section. Look over in the related videos over there. I'm sure there's other ones that talk about intros there too, okay? So do have a heads up. Now, the next one I see is the no intro, or maybe just the picture page intro. Basically, what you have here is you just start right into the action. Now, if you're a channel that does like sketch comedy, or you're doing something where it's more like a serial kind of thing, like a program, well, that could be good because you're just getting right to the point. You're not wasting time with the intro. Notice if you watch on Netflix or DVD sets, they'll give you the option to skip the intro or the summary from before. So you might realize that, oh, my audience is actually skipping that part anyway. Maybe I don't need it. But But the thing is, if you're doing kind of a sketch comedy, or if you're doing any kind of sketches or anything where you start right away, one of the bad things is if you don't put a logo in there, if you don't put some intro, they might not know who they're watching. And if they're on a YouTube like rabbit hole where they're just watching, they might not realize which channel they're watching when they watch your video. So it might be a better idea just to put something in. That's why I always call this like the logo video, where they just start with the logo for a second and then go into the actual content. And then you have the action intro. These are the introductions where maybe they're running through the town and then they do a dive off into the beach and say, now watch our video. They're doing some kind of action thing that maybe doesn't relate to the payoff at the end of the video. This is why it's different than the hook. The hook is giving you the ending. The action intro just does something so you pay attention, because, oh look, they're doing stuff. It's so much action, so many things going on there. Now the thing is though, if you're doing the action stuff and people are watching your video for the title, but it's taking you 30 seconds to a minute to actually get to the actual part, is it really worth it to have the action stuff? I find this a lot when I watch travel videos. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the drone footage where they show the city and stuff like that, but a lot of people buy the exact same drone footage, so you're seeing the exact same drone footage over other towns. But also, one of the things you gotta realize is, if I'm watching this drone footage, why am I watching drone footage when I wanna know what to eat in Vicenza? Okay, yeah, the basilica here is great, but show me the food, show me the things that relate. Don't just do some kind of action shot or drone shot just to do it. Make sure you have a purpose for it. And that's the thing with all intros. Make sure they serve a purpose for you. Are they getting people to sign up? Are they getting people to understand you? Because the thing is, sometimes that, my story kind of background is awesome. It works great. Other times getting right to the point works. So you might look at doing different kinds of intros out there. Now I know consistency and branding is important, so you kind of want to do the same thing over and over again. But the thing is you got to realize is what's working for you, what's working for your audience, so you can get more watch time, and get more people watching your videos and enjoying them more. So I hope this helps you know a little bit more about some of the typical intros you actually see when you do watch YouTube. Now there's tons more in there, like there's the ones that just starts with like loud music and stuff like that, or the one that fades in to show you the stuff. So there are those too. So let us know, what are some of the best and worst intros that you see on YouTube, so we can take a look at them and see what we can learn from them in a good way and what we can learn from them in a bad way. Anyway, I'll say bye from here in Vicenza. If you do come to Italy, you'll have a good time when you are here. Bye.